Businessman Jimi Wanjigi has successfully obtained a court order prohibiting and preventing the police from arresting him, pending further direction from the court. While granting him an anticipatory bail of 50,000 shillings, Justice Chacha Mwita has also ordered the police to stop any further trespassing, breaking or entering into Wanjigi's private residences or offices. And as Duncan Haemba reports, the court orders were issued as detectives were busy ransacking Wanjigi's house in Muthaiga Estate and had already found 7 guns at the house.
The dramatic siege at Jimi Wanjigi's home, office and business premise was expected to end Tuesday afternoon after he obtained restraining orders from High Court, stopping the police from arresting or threatening to arrest him until Thursday, October 19 at 11 a.m. pending further directions. From Monday 10 a.m., detectives drawn from the Flying Squad and Special Crimes Prevention Unit swarmed Wanjigi's Muthaiga house after forcibly breaking into the compound and surrounding the house in a futile attempt to nab him. A siege that lasted the entire night, with an additional contingent of the dreaded paramilitary officers deployed to reinforce the team. Heavy deployment came with restricted movement in the compound as the house remained under lockdown before the media was kicked out on Tuesday 9 a.m. What followed was forced entry into the house by police, who used all manner of equipment as shaken family members captured perhaps their most chilling experience minute by minute.
Yes. Mzuri. Wapi mwenye nyumba?
As this went on in Muthaiga, similar raids were also being conducted in Parklands and Westlands. A unit of detectives were at one of the Jimi Wanjigi's offices, the Kwacha House along General Mathenge Road, here in Parklands, at ABC Place along Wayaki Way. Just like in Muthaiga, it took time before the officers were allowed into the office compound, Kwacha House, as well as the Club Caramel. All this while, Wanjigi's lawyers were busy in court seeking an injunction, prayers that were granted by Justice Enoch Chacha Mwita.
The continued presence of the police here is an act of trespass.
According to this search warrant obtained by DCI Nairobi County, police were to be allowed to have access, seize, remove and carry away firearms, ammunition and explosives, including documents related to the same. Police have now been ordered not to arrest the tycoon, whose whereabouts still remain unknown, and should neither threaten him with arrest or trespass, break into his houses, offices or business properties until further notice.
These are officers of the law. But for them to pretend that they cannot allow me as an advocate of the High Court of Kenya coming to see a client, or even for purposes of this order that they can pretend to be in disobedience, it's just an exemplification of how far as a state we have gone. We have become totally a police state.
By the time orders were granted, the search at his Muthaiga house had yielded 6 pistols, 1 shotgun and rounds of ammunition, which the Wanjigis say are all licensed to them for protection, sharing this license from firearms licensing obtained on 12 June 2014, plus a renewal certificate that is valid until 11th February 2018. Detectives, however, declined to neither allow Wanjigi's legal team to get in nor hand them the court order, forcing the lawyers to paste them outside the gate for all and sundry to see. This is inside the Caramel Club that was already under lockdown for nearly 2 hours as the advance team waited for enforcement from their colleagues before the search gets underway. However, that timely obtaining of that court order by the Jimi Wanjigi lawyers, it means now the club can open for normal business. Duncan Haemba, KTN News, Nairobi.